Hey everybody, it's Monster back again with Opus Gaming, and I'm here today with my friend Tom's Eustass Kid deck that he got top 3 in this past weekend's Peoria regional. So we're just going to jump pretty much straight into the deck profile. But how was the event, Tom? How'd you enjoy it?
It was actually pretty fun. That's the first regional I played.
The first in-person regional?
Yeah.
For One Piece. I know with Digimon they really didn't have too many other than Nats and stuff. So no, that's wonderful. Why'd you pick Eustass Kid?
Honestly, it was just a deck that I was able to play this format. I haven't really tested anything else.
For sure.
I only jumped on Kid for two weeks before the event, and I just practiced for a little bit, and it was pretty good.
No, Kid is one of the most consistent decks, and I think that green is definitely the most consistent color that we have in One Piece here. But you want to start doing the deck profile, and we can start talking about some of your choices, especially the package that you played for your main deck.
Okay, so I was playing Film Kid. So for ones, I run the 4 bodies.
Yep.
Because these are the best searchers for the deck, honestly.
Absolutely. That's something Den mentioned as well, is that he's only playing the 4 Bonnie for his searcher line, so just seems consistent.
And then for 2-drops, I'm running 2 Barts, 4 Choppers, and 4 Blues because the 2 here are searchable.
Yep.
So it helps with guarding at the end.
Yep.
And the Bart's is obvious. He uses just a standard film stuff.
Yep, for sure. I like that. That's a good lineup.
For 3-drops, I am running 4 Namis,
Cool.
4 Usopps, and the Izos, just for the extra card.
Yeah, absolutely. How was the 3-drop lineup? Was it pretty consistent for you?
It was.
Cool.
And honestly, the Izo helped in most games where you want to tap down a unit to attack the game.
Yeah. Actually, I do want to make a quick comment. For the Bartolomeo, that being a film card that's like a pretty decent price promo, is that card needed for the deck that you think, especially for the current meta?
For the current meta and the past meta, yes, it was.
Yeah.
You needed it. Because standing up the Nami at the end could just change the game.
For sure.
Because your opponent doesn't want you to gain cards. And the Nami helps a lot. Otherwise, you can use the Bart here to stand the Luffy later.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. I just kind of wanted to double check because it kind of makes Luffy kind of like a pseudo Eustass Kid, right?
Yeah.
Starter deck kid. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
4-drops, I ran the 4
Okay.
Zoros and the 4 Brooks.
So for just playing 2 of the 4-drops, how was it? Which one is the Brook the really important film card that lets you play the combo?
The most important film card for me was the Zoro.
Okay.
The reason being is because this does help play the Nami on your turn 3 while going first.
Yep.
But on my turn 3, there's a card I use later. I'll show you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, we can get into the turn curve and the combos and stuff after we get through the deck profile.
Okay. Then for 5-drops, I dropped 2 Basils, 2 Carrots, 2 Frankies.
Nice. For how was Basil first and foremost?
Basil is the most important card of the deck.
Nice. Okay.
If you can survive 2 turns, you gain so much equity just off the Basil.
Yep, that makes sense. Basil's effect has always been very strong, so.
And I run just 3 Luffys.
Nice, and they're all tarts.
Yeah, I don't run the 4th one because I find Luffy to be very bricky. It doesn't really help dropping it on a curve.
Cool.
You kind of want to save it for maybe your 9 Dawn turn or your 10 Dawn turn.
I gotcha. Did you see it consistently just out of 3 of in your deck?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Half
that's
the time
good
I
then.
just threw it away for the kid.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Then I only run 3 Paradise Waterfalls.
Perfect. I really like Paradise Waterfall as well. Why did you choose to play this one for your 1-drop? Because it only gives 2k, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The thing is, I was really only using this to stand a unit up so they can't attack into it.
Yeah.
So usually I have 1 Dawn standing and it protect the Nami so they can't harass it.
I gotcha. Okay.
And then the last 4 cards is 4 Punks.
Cool. How was Punk? It seems like one of the most important green cards, right?
This card is amazing.
Yep.
Like you just save 2 Dawn up for the Basil Hawkins, so you Punk and the Basil becomes life for the next turn.
Absolutely.
Takes out 2 units.
So getting to the end of the deck profile, the number one thing that I kind of ask everybody, so now that you've wrapped up the event, looking back at the event, is are there any big changes that you would make? Like, what would you change?
Honestly, the deck to me was pretty solid. The thing that I changed right at the end before the event was I was running 0 Frankies.
Yeah.
I was running 4 Carrots, but I decided to put in the 2 Frankies, which came up in the in one turn.
Yeah.
Where I swung with a Nami and I revealed a Frankie and was able to guard out that turn.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Yeah, just picking up the 1K, just plusing your hand, right? One way or another is just really important. Okay. Were there any super important combos that you kind of wanted to point out for your deck for Film Kid specifically? Like you were talking about how you can use Bartolomeo to restand like Luffy, for example. Are there any other combos kind of like that you want to show?
So like on the 7 Dawn turn, instead of dropping like the Luffy,
Yep.
I could drop Carrot and it restands a Dawn for me. So what happens is on my turn 3, if I drop a Basil Hawkins, I could Dawn 1 on Basil, swing twice. Then I can drop the Carrot, right? Restand a Dawn, have 3 Dawns alive for the punk. So
Yeah.
I'm able to bait the punk into the Basil Hawkins again.
Yep.
Otherwise, this becomes a bait for like Jet Pistol,
Yep.
maybe, or like they go into like Otama Vista, Jet Pistol this, which is fine.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Force them to use it before you get into your kind of like more important top end cards. It costs more, so you get like they get less equity out of, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Did you have any really, really good matchups or really, really bad matchups that you want to talk about? Like, what was your best and worst matchup for the tournament?
Honestly, the worst matchup for me is the Nova kid.
Yeah. Supernova
Kid is super strong.
Okay.
But I did want to admit that I played against a Dolphin player in round 4, and I almost lost. I basically took a life every turn until I think turn 4, when I was able to drop a Basil Hawkins to keep it there.
Yeah. Okay.
Just going into the 6K power Moria is just so strong.
Absolutely.
And I can counter out of the Moria.
Okay. Do you remember your matchups kind of going through the tournament?
See. In round 1, I played against Randy, one of our guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to Randy.
Absolutely. Shout out to Randy. Yeah. Playing against your homie round 1 just feels so bad, but hey, you took it all the way for him, so that's what you got to do. If you got to knock your homie out of the tournament, to at least take it to top 4, right? For sure.
In round 2, I played against a Sanji player.
Okay.
The Sanji player had me on the ropes because every turn he had a Punk Gibson for like 4 turns, and I just couldn't play out of it.
Yep.
In round 3, before we went to break, I played against a mirror match, but he was playing 8-drop.
Okay.
We went to time and I won in time.
Okay. Nice. Any other like super important rounds that you want to highlight kind of going through the tournament? Or what was the general meta for the tournament? Because I've heard that it wasn't a sea of red like a lot of these events have been.
It was not a sea of red, but I did play against, 3 red decks at the end. But I think the most seen deck was green.
Okay.
There's a lot of Nova players, which this deck is actually very weak to Nova.
How'd you overcome that weakness? Did you play a lot of green Nova kids during the tournament?
No, honestly, I only played against 2. I won against 1 in time and I lost 2-1. Only because I allowed him to play back and move. I shouldn't have let him do it, but like he bounced back his Yamato instead of Debani when he did it.
Yep.
So after I thought about it, I was like, the reason why he brought it back is because he saw that I had the Basil, so he wanted to Yamato the Basil, which hurt me a lot.
Absolutely. No, that's a big problem for the deck, so I can see that for sure. Any really like last notes for the tournament? How was it? Are you gonna plan to like more in-person events like Peoria?
Yes. I plan to go to more. Honestly, I'll go to as many as I can. Depends on if everybody wants to go.
No, for sure. I know I definitely want to attend one with you guys coming up here soon, so hopefully we can all get out to one. I guess last but not least, do you have any shout-outs? I know we said shout out Randy for sure, but any big shout-outs for you for the channel?
Shout out to Tia and Kim. He helped us with the hotel.
Yeah.
And Denn, we talked about deck list build before we went. It's pretty good.
No, for sure. Den's really good. I mean, he got first, so definitely did his thing. Cool. Well, if that's everything, this is going to be Jamasa with Opus Gaming, and congratulations on the top 3 finish. That's fantastic for such a big tournament. Do you know how many players turned out for the event?
205.
205? Okay, that's fantastic. Wow. Yeah. Well, congratulations. This is going to be Jamasa with Opus Gaming. We're out. Take care.